that YouTube is just an amazing digital multimedia resource that covers almost any topic that you need to find. So if you want to fry a fish, cook a curry, boil an egg, bake a cake, multiply, find out what the elements of certain ingredients, or you want to find out why a volcano erupts, just about any topic that you ever want to have information on, you will find it on YouTube. So we are a champion of YouTube. We love it, we promote it, and we go to teachers that use it. Good on you. It's an awesome area to find amazing content. And we do not detract from YouTube. We will not do anything that YouTube says we are not supposed to do. We want to promote the use of YouTube. In the last 12 months, just about every school or area that I talk to, people that are teachers in schools, when I say, can I see a show of hands of all you teachers that use YouTube? Almost invariably, over 90% of teachers use YouTube in teaching and communicating their topic. So our recommendation is, by all means, go to YouTube. We'd encourage you strongly to search YouTube for almost any content you need to teach. You can go to the pure YouTube channel if you want to, and you can just bring it up and you can search for history, okay? And that's very a generic history and World War, okay? And you can find a lot of stuff on here. You can go ahead, and I'm going to, for the purpose of my talk today, talk about maths, okay? But it could have been your favorite subject or the area that you need to teach in maths. So we're going to talk about maths, and we're going to be a bit more specific. Grade 6 maths as an example. And there's all my YouTube grade 6 maths. Now, as a teacher, you can certainly be in a classroom. You can click the video, okay, and you can bring it up and you can watch it with your students, and you can fast forward it, okay. You can go backwards. Fantastic. But you're also going to have all of these promotions. You're going to have all this comments that can be disparaging, distracting. The advantage of using TV for education and using this exact same video is that we will show you the video without all the external extractions. There's a whole bunch of other advantages as well. I just want you to understand that when you go and use YouTube, you can't download it legally. It's illegal. You breach Google's copyright, you breach YouTube's copyright, and you breach the copyright of this poor person that's gone and put it up there when you start downloading it and taking it off. She might not like it. And we don't allow you to do that in TV for education either. As a matter of fact, if you're a principal or you're a head of curriculum in your school, we will guarantee that any illegal activity YouTube will not be allowed and permitted to happen while you're on guard at your school, on your network, if you're using it through TV for education. I know that you can get third-party products to download. It's illegal. Don't even go there. It's, you don't even want to entertain it because you don't want this person suing you, Google suing you. You don't want to get your name in the news as an educational institution. Do the right thing. So you do the right thing, and in TV for education, we're going to show you how you can not only do the right thing, but do it in a really amazing way. Now, with this particular YouTube video, when you're watching it, let's assume it goes for about half an hour, but you really only want 10 minutes of it, just from that section to that section. Okay, and then you also want a minute from that section to that section, and you then want that minute to that minute. That's all you want. How can you do that in YouTube? Well, you can't. And that's why you will use TV for education. Let's say, for argument's sake, that with this YouTube video, you really don't want all of it. You want it from here to here, and then you want to stop, and then you want to ask some questions about it. And then you might want it to go from here to here, And you might want to ask a different set of questions about the specific topic that she's talking about. Well, in YouTube, that's a lot of effort. You have to first load it up. You got to remember to store it. Then you got to remember to play it. You remember to when to stop it. Then you got to put up your questions. That's a lot of effort. In YouTube, you can't do that. In TV for Education, you can. Now, let's say you want to be able to take that YouTube and take that clip and take those questions and answers, and you are doing that all in about a 6-step process, but you'd like to send it home to the parent, and you want the parent to now watch that with their student. How do you do it through YouTube? Well, guess what? You can't. But with TV for Education, we have a lesson builder around it that will allow you to do that, and at the same time use YouTube legally. So that's one of the big advantages of TV for Education for YouTube. What about if you wanted to upload your own video, not a YouTube video, but you just wanted to upload a video that you've made and add it to this YouTube video and add it only to the clip that you've made? Can you do that? No, you can't. Not in YouTube. But in TV for Education for YouTube, you can. What about if you wanted to go to YouTube and you'll say, well, what are other teachers that are teaching maths in grade 6? What else are they using in YouTube? Well, you could come up here. You could spend a few days, maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months, maybe even a few years trying to decipher what other teachers are using, and you'll be just guessing anyway. Well, not so in TV for Education. In TV for Education, we have a special area where we look at what other people are using. We even vet what other people are using. We, our researchers here, even have a look at what you should be using, and we'll do recommendations for you. You don't get that from YouTube, but you'll get it from TV for Education for YouTube. So now let me show you the TV for Education side of YouTube. Okay, so when you're on Smart Suite, okay, all the content that is used in your site, your school, is stored over here. And when you add a new video, which I will add in a few minutes, it'll be up here, and all of these will shuffle down 1. If I added 6 new videos, they will all be here, and they'll all shuffle down 6. And so basically, every time you add a new video, we promote it to all the other teachers at your site, and also to all the other teachers and students and parents at your site. So we'll promote all the content that you go here. So if you scroll down, you can scroll and you can go more and more and more and more. Okay, and you can keep scrolling and having a look at all the content, or you can say, you know what, I just want to have a look at YouTube. So I know I've got all this other material as well as YouTube. So let's go and do a search of YouTube on TV for Education on my local school or my local university setup. So if you do a search of YouTube, all your YouTube videos that you've got are here. That every teacher or any teacher that has ever used will be in here. And you can have thousands and thousands. So you've actually bookmarked them. Now, please understand, we believe in YouTube, we promote YouTube, we love YouTube, but we will not do anything to do anything illegal with YouTube videos. These videos are not downloaded and sitting on your network. These are just a link to YouTube, but you bookmark them. So if you go ahead and you click on any YouTube video, up it'll come with all the synopsis about the particular video, okay? And there's the video, and you can start watching it, okay? And there it is. Now, if you're playing that video, okay, and YouTube has advertisements buried in that video, we will not go and do the illegal thing of removing it. It's illegal. And at the end of the day, YouTube's giving you an amazing amount of access, amazing amount of quality content, and allowing other people to allow. So they need to pay for this somehow, and it's their advertisements that do it. So yes, I know you can get advertisements, stripping ads and what have you, by the way, they're all illegal. We do not get involved in all of that. So they will appear here, okay, if they were buried. But as you can see, you can do this as if you were in the classroom and do it exactly the same way. And there it is. So any YouTube video that you play will always come up here, and then you'll be able to watch it. Doesn't matter what the YouTube video is, it'll play there. And when you get it up there, okay, you can go big screen, okay. You can turn your audio off and on. So
Division
I'll turn it on.
Flashcards, 2nd and 3rd grade. You have about 9 seconds to answer.
Okay, so you're in full control of the video as if you were in YouTube, except you do not have all the external material around that video, and that video will just play. Now if you turn around and say, how do I just edit a section of that video and put questions and answers? Easy, very, very easy. The good thing is you just click on your menu button up here when you're logged in to the school system. You go Smart Classrooms, and I want to create a lesson. So click on create a lesson, and what the system will do is it'll produce our lesson screen and say give it a name. So Maths grade 6, that's my lesson, and please make sure you follow this clip. Okay, and that's your description, and I'll go save. So now I've got a lesson, and I've got a name, I've got a description. Well, what else can I do? I can go to, I want to add resources. All right, so because we're not talking about anything, we'll just go straight to the YouTube resource. If I want to add a YouTube resource, I'll go, Maths grade 6. Okay, and when I search, that's just going to do a stock standard YouTube search. If I search YouTube, I'll get exactly the same page with exactly the same results. Okay, but the video that I want is, I want this video. So you just go add it to my lesson, and there it is. And when a student comes along, when they press that video, the video comes up, it will load, and it'll play from start to finish. Okay, and you can fast forward it
for each,
just like you can on YouTube. You can go backwards just like you can on YouTube. You cannot download it just like you cannot download on YouTube. You cannot remove the ads just like you cannot do it on YouTube. So we are in line with YouTube, in line with US YouTube policies, except now what I want to do is I want to edit this video because I do not want the whole video. So we've given you a little scissor, and you go, yes, but editing takes a lot of effort. No, it doesn't. Click on the scissor, the editor is here, press the play button, go to wherever you want on that video, and then go, that's the start of my clip, to wherever you want to go, that's the end of my clip, and that's my chapter 1. And I go create a chapter. I want another chapter, which is down there somewhere, start on my clip, and I go down to here, which is end of my clip, that's chapter 2, create a chapter, and exit out of there. That's it. That's how easy it is to edit any YouTube video on the system. But what happens when the student plays it? Let's have a look. When you play it, the YouTube video loads, it fast forwards to wherever it's supposed to go, and it'll only play that bit, and then it'll go to the next bit.
What about 100%?
You go, oh, that's easy. How do I add questions? You just click the add question button, and the question is, what does 10 divided by 5 equal? And we can say 10 divided by 5 is equal to 55, it's equal to 22, it's equal to 0, and it's equal to 2, and it's equal to 4. And now you can say, but this is the correct answer, and save the question. Now what happens? You got a video and you got a question. You can go and you can click add, and you can say is it dividing or add? And question, we'll put it as a yes no question. Add, and we'll say that yes is the answer, and we can put a hint in there. We just go there, and there is another question. So when you add questions, you can add multi-choice questions, yes no questions, find the missing word questions. Okay, but I don't want to add any more questions. So there it is, my video, my section of the video, those two. I want to add another video. So I just go add a resource and go to add this one. Okay, so there's my video, and now I can go and I'll say I want to add a cut to that video. All right, and I can, oops, sorry. Let me get out of here. Okay, let's close that. So if I want to add the cut, I click on the scissors and then just go here and say start of my cut,
tells you how many parts,
end of my cut, and that's chapter 1, and go create the chapter and go okay. And there's my second video. Now I want to add another video, and let me show you what we can do with this one. This is another YouTube video, and I'm going to add this video here, and this time when I go to edit this video, I want it from
4s will
that
fit
section
into 5.
to
We'll make 48.
that
That's
section.
easy. It's 2 again.
And I'm
Because
not
we
going to go in
just saw
chapter
that 2 times 24
mode.
is 48.
I'm going to go
So that will leave
into
no
caption mode.
So the answer to this first 2-digit divisor problem is
tell
22.
me
Now let's have a
what
look at the next problem. It's
was
also got a 2-digit
the-
divisor, so we'll start the same way. We'll
What
start
was the
with
divisor?
2-digit chunk
And then
or
go
dividend
create
and
chapter.
ask, how many 88s will it take
And
to
now what happens is when I go and I play that video, okay, it'll go to that particular chapter, and on the bottom of my screen, it'll if I save
Hi,
that link,
welcome to Mad
it'll come
Hands.
up and it'll
In our
tell
video
you
called Long Division, we learned how
what
to do division
the
problems
prompt
that had
was that you
long,
put on there,
multi-digit
so they can
dividends. The key
play it
was
as
to
just
break
a
big
note on
division
that
problem
series.
into a
Okay, so you can add captions to any clips. You can just add the clip on its own, or you can add questions and answers to it. Now, if you want to share all of this with your students, we have a share link. You just click on the share, and you just click on the share link. When you click on the link, it says the lesson to this link has been copied to your clipboard. And all you do is that has been copied to your clipboard, and you don't even have to highlight that. So you can go and open up your email, open up your learning management system, and just go paste that link. And now those students will be able to use that link. And when they open up, it'll open up the lesson, it'll open up YouTube legally, it'll play just the sections of the YouTube legally, and it will send you back the report of all the answers that they did and that your students entered into the system. So that's one of the big benefits of using YouTube through TV for Education. Okay. One of the other benefits of using YouTube through TV for Education is if I go back into my search screen, and this is a very, very powerful reason for you to consider using YouTube through TV for Education, okay? Because when I go into TV for Education, and I'm going in here, and I'm not interested in all the recently added all this other stuff. I just want Maths grade 6. That's what I want, and I'll click on YouTube on the right hand here. Okay, and what that's going to do is it's going to load it's going to do a YouTube search of that term, and there it is, it's loaded, and you can just keep loading more. Okay, and you say, oh yeah, that's all very well and good, but how do I get it onto my collection? You just click on the video and click on the star, and that will create a record in the system pointing to that YouTube video. And now I want this video, and I'll click on that star. Okay, that'll add that video to my collection
so this
as
is
well.
grade 6 unit.
Okay, and I also want this video, and I click on the star. It's added that video to my collection as well. Okay. And what I can do, if I go back into my schools collection, all those videos I added are there. Please remember, we haven't physically downloaded it. We will never breach YouTube's copyright. We've just added to the collection. So when you press the play button, you can play it as if you went direct to YouTube and play it.
This is grade 6,
okay,
unit 1,
so that's one of the big advantages of TV for education. Now, if I go back to my TV for education button, you'll see all the recently added by other teachers Australia-wide. You've got LearningTube, documentaries, movies. What I want you to bring you to is curated YouTube and YouTube. So when you're looking at YouTube, these are all the YouTube videos. I'll be just showing you what YouTube has. And we've got this amazing thing here called Curated YouTube. When you click on this, what you're going to see here is all the YouTube videos that we've been keeping an eye on that other people are using and that are tied to the curriculum. So you can go ahead and you can search forever, and there is over 10,000 YouTube videos that have been curated. I've been told that it's a lot more than that, but there's all the YouTube videos. And if you say, oh, so can I play them? Yes, you can. Just click on the play. And when you play those YouTube videos, and if you're looking at it, you could be doing this at home. You can be doing it on your mobile phone, on your iPad, Android pad. There's no apps. If you want it, you just click the star, and that will add that to your YouTube collection. And there it is. It's now added to your YouTube collection. When you go to your schools collection, there it is. Okay? So there is absolutely no limit on what you can add to the schools collection. And we certainly do a heck of a lot more than YouTube does. Now, if you're in a school that has 100 teachers and they're all adding content, and each one is adding about 20 new records every week, you go, but I've got to search through all of this. You know, I got to go scroll, or I've got to go up in here and try and remember what the name of my video was. I know it's bookmarked, that's why it's here. We go, no, there is another way to get to your content, and your content is in the My Items button. When you click on the My Items button, these are all the videos that you have added, including all the lessons you have added. There they all are. There's my Maths Year 6 lesson. And you can click on any item here, okay? And there's a share icon. So you can click on that share and grab that URL, very, very powerful. And you can email that URL to any parent, any student, and that applies to any video, whether you're on the My Items page or on the schools page. If you want to share a video with anyone, you might want to share it with a parent, you might want to share it with a student, you might want to share it with a group of students. So if you want to share that, use the share icon and grab, okay, now make sure you've selected, I want to share it with my year 7s or my year 12s or my year 4s. Once you click that, you grab that share and you highlight that and just go right click, go copy, and then just put it in an email, put it in your learning management system, put it in your unit of work, which might be Word, might be Excel, might be PowerPoint. Put it anywhere where someone, if you put in www.google.com and someone clicked on that URL and it opened up the Google website, the Google search engine, that's what that URL will do. When they click it, it will run this particular YouTube video. And something that we do is so powerful that you can't get on YouTube. Okay, and obviously because YouTube doesn't know who's logged in, but we know who's logged in because this is your school system. So when you share that, we give you a report of who watched it, when they watched it, how many times they watched it. So when it comes times like parent-teachers night and teachers and parents want to complain that you don't do anything, you don't teach anything, you can go get armed before they even come, or even go online when they're there and bring up, and they say, oh, but Mr. Scott, you didn't teach at all. You didn't send homework. You just call up your report and it'll show you if Mr. Scott and his child even clicked on that video. And if he did, how many times he actually clicked on it. So we track everything to help you and make it easy for you to use YouTube legally and in a very comprehensive way through TV for Education. Thank you very much for engaging with us in this YouTube versus TV for Education YouTube. If you have any queries, contact us. We are happy to do any training for you and your staff.